I wanted to get back to Hakeem Jeffries though, because for me, like what's been so disappointing in his leadership for me is just the fact that he hasn't been able to whip the votes in in the face of the incompetency we see from the Trump administration. I mean, this should be a situation where, where they've pretty much lost their entire lead in the House. It's from 5-2. And Hakeem to me should be able to make some things work, but I feel like he can't because he has certain loyalties and he's also apparently lost touch with his district in New York. And I feel like everything is kind of distracting him from what his main responsibility really is to the people in New York.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. A big part of the problem is the way that he hasn't been able, as the House Minority Leader, he doesn't have control over the Democratic Party. And to see like these few Democratic like members step out and vote against things that would actually help the people is really frustrating when he's supposed to be like he claims that he has everything in control, that he's like the leader, but that's not what we're seeing. And then even when it comes to the district, like yeah, like people in the district, they're definitely over him. People are ready for a change here. And I think overall, whatever the case is, he's been in the establishment for so long and he has loyalties to everywhere else. He's just tapped out of what is needed in this moment. He is not the right person for the
Mhm.
job. There are so many other people in Congress right now that would be better leaders, that will make better speakers. I don't foresee Hakeem becoming Speaker of the House. It cannot happen.
Yeah.
Um, at all. And more importantly, I think he needs to leave and not be representative of the district. We need people who actually live our very real lived experiences in these positions, writing laws for us, not taking money from lobbyists, and also letting lobbyists write legislation so our congresspeople can pass it for them. The entire system is it's just not working. And it all has to change. And I will say, it's not just Hakeem Jeffries that's the problem. It's the
Hmm.
entire establishment. Like almost every single representative needs to be replaced. It's unfortunate that Hakeem is in the position that he is and he is as weak as he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ali, I know you and I were very disappointed to hear, how the SAVE Act passed through the House, along those margins. And once again, Hakeem Jeffries is, found wanting, coming up short in the task that he's been given.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
and his weren't you supposed to
The
be
buck
whipping these
stops
votes?
with
Yeah.
you. Where
Like
is the accountability?
yeah. So even though you didn't do it, the responsibility is yours. Like I blame
Absolutely.
everything that's going on in the party. I'm completely blaming Hakeem for.
Hmm.
Like that's just
I,
and that's just like the price that comes with being a leader.
mm, yep, absolutely. Well, I love your backstory. I love that you were
Thank
able to
you.
get back into school. And I think you're a people person. It just exudes from you. And our previous guest that we had on last week, he's running for Congress in Virginia. And, he said what we all have been thinking and saying is we're tired of our Congress, our politicians being made up of former business executives and lawyers, right? These people are woefully out of touch with the struggle of day-to-day Americans. You have worked in the service industry. You're clearly a people person that is not only willing, but happy to connect with people in your community. And I think that's what we're really looking for going forward. So, I just applaud you for taking everything that you've been through and focusing that in on giving back to your community in this way. I think it's great.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to add to that real quick.
Hmm.
That was kind of the thing that motivated me towards running. Like when I was contemplating it, and I was going back and forth with my own self, trying to figure out, like, is this something like I can do? Is this something I want to do? Like, how can I commit to this? And before I made the commitment, like, that was the thing is like realizing that, because I don't come from money, because I worked in hospitality, money's not going to sway me. That's
Hmm.
one thing that I'm very confident in my stance with the way I don't care for capitalism and the process entirely. And then also it was just about my loyalty to people, my love for humanity. Those are the things that pushed me to wanting to do it. And also like my disregard for like publicity and attention. These are things that we need in our representatives.
Hmm.
And those are the things that feel like I embody. And that's when I made that's what came down to the final line to making the decision to actually commit to the process of running for Congress, was those aspects right there. My attention to my love for humanity, and the way I don't care for money, and the way I don't care about publicity, and the way that I'm also like extremely self-reflective and can take criticism to a sense, and
Mhm.
I have a very thick skin. But I'm also like funny and can joke around about things. Like those are the things those are the qualities I believe that we need. We need people in
Yeah,
these
real
positions.
people, real
Real people.
people. I agree with you.